Hi there, welcome to my views and news. First stories from the Amhara region, where a new development indicates how in control Fano fighters are in some parts of the Amhara region, that some aid organizations are directly contacting Fano fighters. Secondly, TPLF, Debrecen wing, Tigray People Liberation Front issued a statement yesterday. TPLF defended two organizations which were criticized by Gita Choreda, Tigray interim president, at a meeting 3 days ago. Let's start from the Amhara region, viewers, where military is conducting perhaps the strongest offensive on Fano since last year. Uh, strikes being conducted on daily basis. Fano commanders are being targeted. Fano fighters, their vehicles are being targeted. Still, it seems that Fano is a major player in the Amhara region. Still, it seems that unknown number of ENDF soldiers is in the custody of Fano fighters. How many we don't know, because different Fano groups take ENDF soldiers as prisoners. So we don't have combined numbers. But an international humanitarian organization is in talks with Fano for the release of the ENDF soldiers. Release or swap, because Fano fighters are in presence too. Fano supporters are in presence. Those who allegedly support Fano, they're in presence too. Government imprisoned them. International Committee of Red Cross, ICRC, is in talks with Fano, but talks are not being disclosed. Detail is not being disclosed, but it has been learned through some reliable sources that talks are ongoing. ICRC does not want to disclose details at this point of time. The talks are focusing on 2 points. Firstly, release of prisoners, release of ENDF soldiers in the custody of Fano fighters. What is Fano's demand? We don't know, because ICRC has not issued any official statement so far. I think Fano would have their demands too. They would like their comrades to be released. So they would like a prisoner swap agreement. Secondly, delivery of humanitarian aid is being discussed by Fano and International Committee of Red Cross. Why? Why is there need for discussion with Fano about delivery of aid? Because Fano fighters are in control in parts of the Amhara region. They block roads, they announce strikes. Region comes to a halt when Fano fighters announce ban on the movement of vehicles. We saw that in Gujum, in Wollo, in parts of Gondar a few days ago, when Fano announced a complete strike on a complete ban on the movement of vehicles. Complete disruption to the movement of vehicles was seen across the Amhara region. It means aid organizations cannot work in the region without support from Fano fighters. That is why they're in talks with Fano. And when aid organizations start talking to armed groups in an area, it is an indication that armed groups are in control, that government is unable to crush them. That is why aid organizations now have been forced to contact the armed groups. First conclusion that I can draw. Secondly, Ethiopian government, I don't think, will acknowledge that its soldiers have been released by Fano through Red Cross. It would not acknowledge the involvement of Red Cross for the release of its soldiers, because if it happens, It would be a humiliation for the Ethiopian National Defense that it had to involve international organization to secure the release of its soldiers. So maybe ENDF is backing the contact, the engagement between Red Cross and Fano, but ENDF will not acknowledge that. So it just shows that, by the way, Fano Group said a few weeks ago that they would hand over, they would release ENDF soldiers, but they won't hand over the soldiers to the government. They asked for the intervention of Red Cross or the organizations. That is why now Red Cross is stepping in to tackle humanitarian issues and the issues related to the POWs, prisoners of war. Secondly, we heard Tigrayan, where TPLF issued a statement yesterday and it backed two organizations. By the way, we know that Makale Mayor has been suspended. We on that this morning. Makale Mayor Ridai Berhe, backed by TPLF Debrecen wing, has been suspended by Gita Choreda, the interim president. He's asking officials, departments in Makale not to follow the instructions of Ridai Berhe. There is complete paralysis of Tigray government. Getachew is losing his control. TPLF does not have full control either. Basically, we can say there is paralysis. Both groups claim to be legitimate. Tigray interim government claims to be legitimate. People Debrecen claim legitimate, but both are having the legitimacy issues as well. These legitimacy issues will have to be solved, otherwise the region will remain in paralysis. Now, Gitacho held a meeting with diaspora people 2 days ago. I did a video on that, I told you. And he raised several points in that meeting. I did a video, I remember, about the issues he raised, about the smuggling of gold too, which he mentioned in his talk with diaspora. He is accusing the Debrecen wing of smuggling gold to make money. And Gitacho, in his talk, criticized two organizations. They are working as mouthpieces of TPLF, Debrecen wing. TANA, Tigrayan Association of North America, was criticized by Gitacho. He said that this organization was working to protect the interests of Debrecen wing people. Secondly, he criticized Asena TV. Asena TV did lots of videos during Tigray war. People say that Asena TV presenters are Eritreans. Eritrea says that these people are basically Tigrayans. They are backed by TPLF. Getachew is accusing Asena TV of backed by TPLF Debrecen. That is what he said during his talk with diaspora. And then yesterday, TPLF Debrecen issued a statement. It accused Getachew group of spreading false information, of spreading propaganda. It backed Tigrayan Association of North America, saying this organization is working to protect the interests of the people of Tigray, interests of Tigrayans. It has nothing to do with TPLF. It has no political agenda. Secondly, TPLF backed Asena TV, saying that this organization is not pro this or pro that. This organization is working for better relations, friendly relations between the people of Eritrea and Tigray. And Gita showed the criticism of Tana and Asena is false. He is deliberately spreading fraudulent and false information to discredit the organizations working for the unity and for the betterment of Tigrayans. Thanks for watching.